Hello, and welcome back to another match of the Minecraft Archipelago Randomizer 2v2 co-op event here at SpeedGaming Live 2021. I'm Halkery. I'm joined by Kippy.
Hello. Hope you're all doing well tonight.
And today, at this point, we have essentially a tiebreaker between Team We're Sorry and Team I Don't Know What I'm Doing. Um, they both, fortunately, have gone 0-2 at this point, and this is their last match. Just to separate them between third and fourth. So,
Yep. Um,
you ready to go yet? Or
yep. Looks like we're about ready to begin just soon. Looks like we got a bit of an island spawn down there.
yeah, island spawns. They're very polarizing.
Uh,
um, I'm trying to
yeah.
see. Like, I can't even tell if there's a tree on this island directly below them.
Yeah, I can't tell either. I see one on like the islands to like the left and right, but or actually,
Yeah,
yeah, that island to the right, yeah.
that's not too
But
far of a swim.
yeah, it's pretty distant. Yeah, so oceans, they can be both good and bad. One of the bad things is you can see, you don't really have many im too many important things in you other than maybe shipwrecks. But at the same time, it can also make finding these strongholds very easy to get. And well, I should get into the goal of this randomizer is to defeat the Ender Dragon just like normal. But the catch is that the Ender Dragon will not spawn until they reach a certain amount of advancements. In this case, 45. All right, and we're off.
Yeah, and it's important to note as well that does not mean they cannot go to the end. The end is completely accessible. Therefore, if a structure is there they need access to get achievements, they certainly can do that. That's another thing I'm not sure we've mentioned yet. The structures are randomized, the five main structures: the Nether Fortress, the Bastion Remnant, End City, Village, and Pillager Outpost. They're all randomized where they can be. They can all be anywhere except the fortress cannot be in the end, as that would create a soft lock.
Mm-hmm. All right, and as you can see, so Berserker, as you can see on, they got some progressive resource crafting. Now, the thing that the Minecraft AP randomizer does is that it limits you on what things you can actually craft. So you can't craft stuff like iron armor or like or furnace or even blaze powder until you get the correct item recipe grants. And so he got progressive resource crafting, which allows him to make a furnace as well as turning iron and gold ingots into nuggets into ingots.
So, Wrathbat, I noticed they do have two structure compasses. I'm going to go look on the actual stream to see if I can tell if those
Uh,
are accessible or not.
looks like okay. So one of the ones they're holding in their looks like I think that was the Bastion Remnant
Yeah,
is in
yeah,
the overworld.
they have Pillager Outposts and Bastion Remnants.
Yeah, and it looks like the Bastion Remnant is in the overworld. So the structure compass, if you saw it in their hand for a moment, it will actually point to it'll actually point to a direction if if it's in that dimension. However, if it's not, then the compass will start spinning around, signifying that it's in a different dimension. Um, kind of dumped all his inventory in a hole. Not sure what what the play is here. Like going underwater.
I mean, I do run into a problem typically um, when I play these randomizers, and when I want to pick up new items, I spend forever trying to figure out what to drop. So keeping your inventory updated and polished is what's going on. Okay, good old
Yeah.
Minecraft X-ray.
Yep. Minecraft is a very functional game. And looks like they all right, so it looks like Team Versari also as they have enchanting and as well as iron armor and of course of resource crafting.
Yeah, iron armor is great. One, because it's very very sturdy and reliable, and two, because it also comes with its own achievement, suit up.
Indeed. Oh, looks like always in trouble got hit with mining fatigue, which is it's so brutal.
Oh,
You can see how
you just need to die, dude.
uh, is he
Or is he
able to
not in a
die right
position?
there?
Is he not in the water?
Doesn't look like it.
I don't think he's ever gonna be able to mine that.
I don't think so either. Yeah, mining fatigue, getting afflicted by those elder guardians at the ocean monuments.
Like I swear, like I looked up there and thought he was on a loop or something.
Looks like
Yeah.
alright. Looks like Kona got a village
Oh, I
structure
don't know if any of
compass.
them have killed a cow yet. There's a very easy achievement you get from killing a cow and obtaining, or just obtaining leather, which is normally from cows.
Mm-hmm.
Cow tipper,
Yeah.
and it
Oh, it
also
looks like
counts
a
as adventure if you haven't done that already.
Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay, so Berserker handed him some wheat to breed the cows first. And then he's probably gonna kill one, I guess. There were 3 of them, so he could have just killed one. But maybe they did and I didn't see it.
Okay, so always in trouble is getting somewhere with this dirt block.
Oh, okay.
Slowly but
Okay, there we
surely.
go. Berserker's killing some cows. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't get any leather yet. There's leather, but his inventory's
There.
full. Okay, so the most annoying thing with this randomizer, and I understand it's necessary, is that it gives you a brand new compass every time you unlock a new structure compass. Um, However, those things can begin to clog your inventory if you don't, get rid of them as soon as you get them. Because any compass can be right-clicked to change what you are focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily need to keep 4 up to 5 compasses in your inventory. So yeah, making sure you immediately get rid of the other compasses you're not using is very important for this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think usually I'll personally keep a couple of my inventory at first just to be able to look at multiple structures at once to see if they're in a dimension. But
Okay,
after
always in
that,
trouble needs Snapkick to come break him out of this because like
yeah,
this is unproductive is not strong enough of a word for what's going on here.
yeah. Honestly, at this point, I probably just like I probably just use some of the iron ore blocks just to get out. In all honesty.
Yeah, this is so not worth it. And iron ore is so common, not just as a reward for completing an achievement, but just in the world in general, it's very, very common. If you're really that desperate for iron ore, you can make up that 1 or 2 blocks.
Yeah, especially since they're in the ocean, you could find all iron all over the place in the shipwrecks.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The shipwrecks are great. If you know
Mm-hmm.
exactly what to look, the chest that spawns in the rear of the ship
And
is the one you're looking for.
looks like Snapkick found a mesa or Badlands biome.
Imagine if he accidentally gets his mouse off of this block.
Oh, he breaks the. Okay. His mining fatigue actually wore off. Oh,
Yeah, it's only 5 minutes, but he did just spend 5 minutes doing that.
yeah, he did. It's like it
That's
was
5 minutes he's not getting back. So
not at all.
that's definitely a question I have for the post game interview.
Alrighty. Yeah, don't really see any structures just yet.
Okay, so Snapkick's actually in the mine shaft biome.
Yep.
Um, and here you can find things like powered rails, mine carts, and things to help you get some certain achievements.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, might be worth reading, honestly.
That and there's some other goodies that can pop up in the chests and the mine shafts.
Oh yeah. It's pretty rare for me to actually go into a mine shaft because usually if you're not in one of these biomes, your best bet of finding a mine shaft is underground or in a ravine somewhere. And usually, ironically, in the Minecraft randomizer, you don't really want to spend time mining.
Oh no, absolutely not. I'd say maybe the only thing I'd actually go out of my way for is potentially redstone.
Yeah, I agree with that.
redstone's very hard to come across otherwise. You have to either hope for a jungle temple, which has a redstone for its booby traps, and then I've heard that witches can drop redstone. Maybe it's very hard to get redstone, and there's some achievements that practically require it, like on a rail. You'd
Mhm.
want a powered rail, which you do need redstone to power it. Um, and yeah,
Alright, Berserker and Kono in a pretty good position right now. Already at iron tools. So, and they
yeah,
went ahead and got getting an upgrade and isn't an iron pick.
yeah. I was gonna say that's probably the best thing is to get too fast. One, because it's very productive, and two, it does have that achievement attached to it. And they also have stone tools as well, which should be all they need for the remainder of the game. The stone axe is one of the most reliable weapons you could equip yourself with. Besides, the future iterations of the axe, but it's not fully necessary. You can do just fine with just a stone axe.
Agreed. Yep. Alright, yeah, they did a bit of smelting, it seems. Alright. Should probably go exploring soon for some structures, though.
Yeah, just to give you an idea of what exactly or how exactly Always in Trouble's mining fatigue incident, how detrimental it was. They are already 10 achievements or 10 advancements behind, and we're only 10 minutes in. So it's quite a large deficit, I would say.
Yeah. Yes, and that gap could
And they
grow
just
even
got
larger.
mine. Oh, no, they just got Stone Age. Okay, so yeah, they've just mined stone for the first time. And I think Berserker and Konatara might have done that minutes ago.
It's already turning night too. Yeah, so that 5 minutes lost earlier is really biting Team IDK. I don't know what I'm doing in the back in the butt. All right.
So Kono's just kind of glancing over the achievements. There's a nice tracker that will tell you all the achievements you haven't done. That does require you to kind of memorize them by name. So the achievement list in Minecraft's menu is very helpful, and it has also been edited to show the achievements that were added in the Archblogger randomizer. Because some of these achievements were achievements in previous versions of Minecraft, however they were removed. Like I believe on a rail was a achievement from very early on in Minecraft.
Yep, and other ones that are added back, I believe time to shrink was one of them. I think the lie was removed. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe it. I believe Overkill is also a Bedrock achievement.
Yep.
Yeah, so Minecraft already has a ton of achievements, but it only enhances the game further by adding these achievements just for some diversity.
hmm All right. Kono found himself a mine shaft. Taking using it to his advantage by getting some string. Um, very nice because string's pretty important. Gets you a couple advancements with
Okay, I was gonna say he wasn't going for the rails, but yeah, he is. Okay.
yeah. I was about to mention that, but yeah. Yeah, string allows you to make a bow, crossbow, and a fishing rod.
Were those
Once you
some
have the
powered
rest,
rails?
I think so.
You only need one powered rail, and a redstone torch. So if you did get a powered rail, that's good because powered rails, on top of needing redstone to function, they also need gold ingots, which I guess Kono does now have. Looks like,
hmm
but they're a lot harder to come across than iron in my experience.
All right, we'll see if they consider doing on a rail. I don't imagine right now is the best idea because right now it's nighttime and they haven't really found too much. They
Okay,
should call.
Snapkick found a desert temple.
Ooh, very nice. These are usually pretty good to loot. Has a lot of string in it, and usually typically has some string in it, and some iron, and some other
Yeah, it could have iron.
things.
It could have diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
It could even have an enchanted golden apple, which simply
Yes.
consuming that is another achievement. He looks like he's losing the battle with a stray there.
Oh
Wait,
no,
does this thing give you mining fatigue too?
Oh no, he still had mining fatigue from a guardian, it seems.
Oh man, yeah, just
Yeah.
jump off, dude. Yeah, we haven't really seen it demonstrated yet, or maybe we have. But one good thing about this randomizer as well is it has a setting enabled where you keep your inventory upon death. So strategic deaths are absolutely a thing. If you don't like where you are or don't need to be there anymore, you can certainly just jump off a ledge and go do something else, and with no punishment, except when it's an accident, and then you get punished by being nowhere near where you just were.
Yeah.
So we see Kono Tyron defeating these drowned. Um, in the base game, they actually have a very small chance of dropping a trident. However, in the Archipelago Randomizer, that chance is a little bit amplified just to make the achievement, viable.
Yep, it is a 25% chance of the drown dropping a trident now in the
Oh, that's a
randomizer.
nice ruined portal from Berserker.
I didn't catch what was in it. I did see some obsidian there, but I didn't see what else was in there other
Oh,
than
I was
equipment.
mainly referring to the fact that it's very much completable.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, I see it now. If he does want to, he could set that up soon if he
Have
has
they
enough.
had? Oh, okay. Always in Trouble has a trident. I don't know if he's used it yet. But anyways, you saw Berserker there eating a golden apple. Um, unless they've had zero food drops so far, which even then he does have other apples in his inventory. I prefer to save those for when another fortress is found because it gives you fire resistance, which practically makes the blazes irrelevant.
That only applies to the enchanted golden apples. Looks like he ate a regular golden apple.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, the regular golden apples give you absorption and regeneration.
Okay, well,
Just like
even then, blaze damage can be really, really scary.
yes, yeah. I
So,
do I do agree about saving it because I usually prefer to save it for if I'm actually in danger, if I need to recover like right now.
mhm, right. Yeah, because I do see he has a couple apples just sitting
And
regularly in his inventory.
and I do see Kono has food in his inventory, so they definitely have received some pork chops. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And there's the pork chops in his hand.
you take the pork chops for granted until you get a seed that gives you none.
Right.
At which point it's like, all right, well, I can eat this rotten flesh. I might die, but I can run for a little bit.
All right. Looks like Snapkick is communicating with his partner on coordinates. Looks like with the Bastion. I just noticed the Bastion right there.
Very nice.
Okay. So very
Um,
nice communication.
yep. So the Bastion has three achievements on its own. It has, well, not technically three achievements. It has Those Were the Days and War Pigs, which War Pigs is simply opening up a chest inside of the Bastion. And then a third one that's commonly done in Bastions is Oh Shiny,
Mm-hmm.
which is an achievement where wearing no gold armor, you give a piglin that is agitated a gold ingot to basically distract it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of a finicky achievement, but basically you cannot just drop it out of your inventory. You have to either throw it with the throw button or right click the piglin.
Yeah. It's a little wonky that it works that way, but something that you get used to after figuring it out after finding out.
Yeah, there's like no piglins here though.
Yeah.
I think this. Oh, yeah, this is. Yeah, this is one with like multiple sections. So Strays came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. I believe that's our husk, actually. The strays are the skeletons in the tundra.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I get them confused a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe the piglins are down there. It must be
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, this is the treasure bastion, looks like, which has some good loot in there, but also is very dangerous to navigate. Typically has quite a bit of piglins as well as piglin brutes, because this is on 116.5. So has to be careful.
Where is everybody?
Actually, yeah, what the heck? It's pretty abandoned. Oh, there's one. There's one down there. I don't know if that was a brood or if that was a regular pig one though.
Well, I don't even know if Snapkick has any gold ingots.
I don't think so either. Could get some from the chest here. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's not a good situation to be in. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, he hit a piglin. Oh, that's the worst thing you can do. Oh, he apparently
yeah.
got hit by a brute. I didn't see a brute on screen.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't see the brood either. It must have just jumped down on him or something. Yeah, not a situation you want to deal with a creeper, a piglin, and a piglin brood all at once. I let's see. It's like he's growing some weed. Probably trying to go for big bread.
So it looks like we're moving pretty fast with Team We're Sorry, but they're still missing a significant amount. As of right now, they have no access to the Nether in Logic. They have no way to get to the end in Logic. Um, they're just missing a lot of um, unlocks that will just grant them so many other achievements. Like unlocking a shield gives them one other achievement. Unlocking bed gives them an achievement. Archery has its own set of achievements, and Bucket has a plethora of achievements as well.
Alright, well, looks like Kono has found the Bastion now, so he'll be heading towards there.
And Kono definitely has gold ingots, so
Yep.
we'll probably see Oshidi from him. And he finds
But
another ruined portal. Is this one completable? I can't
let's
tell.
see. Oh, there's crying obsidian in there.
Nah, yeah, it's right in a bad spot. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna avoid the husk. And he cleared off the sand block off the top of that chest, and now he should be able to open it. Okay. Oh, so uh, watching Kono's previous matches, he has had some complaints about lag um, in the matches because they play on Berserker's server, and Berserker is from uh, Europe, and
Yep. Yep.
that's it's
Yeah.
not ideal. And I was witnessing that just there, like that was really bad lag that caused him to take some damage he might not have otherwise taken.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Oh wait,
yeah,
there's a flint and steel in there, isn't there? Or did
yeah,
we already
yeah,
grab one?
yeah, there's a flint and steel. I don't know if he has one in his inventory, right? It doesn't look like it.
He needs to
Okay.
grab that. What is it?
Oh, he's going for on a rail, looks like.
Oh, okay.
Hmm, I guess he's in a pretty safe spot. I could see this. I mean, when there's only that Bastion around, there's not much else around. Like, I guess doing this in a safe spot could. I mean, hey, it could lead to something. And
Yeah, I mean, but this is something he could have done at any time should it have become relevant. And there's many other achievements you can do. Oh, one thing we forgot to mention, which is kind of leading into what I'm saying. These teams are granted one hint at 36 or 35 achievements.
yep,
Um, I
gonna
bel-
be 36.
I believe it's supposed to be 36, but the server lets you do it at 35. It's,
Interesting.
just because of the percentage, I think it truncates and rounds down.
Right.
Um, but anyways, so yeah, 35 achievements, 36 achievements, they'll have the ability to use a hint. And typically, if they've not gotten it yet, they usually use it for brewing because brewing is absolutely the only fully required achievement, or the only fully required unlock to beat the game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and at that point, if it's at on a rail, by all means, go for it. But I think this is a little bit too early. Just that's just my preference, though.
Yeah. Well, talking about on a rail, I don't know if we actually mentioned this, but the randomizer has changed it so that it measures the total distance in the statistics rather than just right like 1 kilometers in a line. So you can do what Kono is doing, just have your rails in a bit of a loop with a power rail in there. You can just idle for a little bit.
Oh, I didn't. Was Kono looking at some kind of like statistics screen?
Yes, he was. Yeah, it looks like he was looking at. Looks like he was looking at how many kilometers. But honestly, I would just wait for the advancement to pop up.
Yeah, it takes about a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Yeah, just gets 32 errors.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a pretty long period of not being able to do much into not a very important drop. So I don't know. It'll still probably work out for them at this point. Um, but yeah, there's still probably a lot of things they could have done. Like at this point, I'm not sure if they've fully explored the desert. Potentially, there could have been a desert temple with a saddle in it. If one of them doesn't already have a saddle, in which case you could do when pigs fly with a pig in another biome.
And I believe I saw they received the saddle.
Yeah, so that's just one achievement they can do. And also there is another structure out there somewhere because I believe they've only found the bastion.
Have they stepped into the bastion though? I don't know if they have.
Well, no, they haven't been inside the bastion yet, but
Yeah.
I'm saying there's 2 structures in the overworld, and they've only found 1.
Right. I'm just saying that one of them could just step inside there to get some of the advancements.
Oh yeah. Like bucket or flint and steel could be locked beside simply entering. So those are some other achievements you can do before on a rail, for sure. But I mean, honor rail is not the worst achievement you could ever do. It's not terrible. I think the worst of the worst are probably the B related achievements.
Oh yeah.
Just with the way it's currently set up. Okay, so he's gonna go and mine diamonds. Maybe making an enchanting table. I'm not sure because they can't make any diamond tools or weapons yet.
Yeah, I could see making an enchanting table, although if they had enough leather, I'd go for a bookshelf first.
Okay, and looks like Berserker's finally gonna go into the bastion and get a shiny.
Yep.
And hopefully war pigs too. Just jump. You can make that jump. Just do it.
Playing it safe.
My God. This guy. Oh, never mind. Yeah, safe. Right, safety. I forgot that was just saying.
Yeah.
Never mind. No,
I mean,
I'm an idiot.
Hey, playing it safe. Honestly, you kind of have a reason to. These teams don't really have so they can't really set their spawn. Okay, and switching topics real quick. I see Always in Trouble has found the other overworld structure. That is another fortress.
That's really good for them actually, because well, actually, it's not. Well, okay. So the Nether Fortress has its own set of achievements as well. It has a terrible fortress, which is simply entering one, and then this is the commons. This is the spawn place of wither skeletons, and obtaining a wither skull from a wither skeleton is its own achievement as well. If you find 3 of them, you get some soul sand. You can make the wither, which is another achievement, and then also most importantly, this is the spawn place of blazes. Which are required to get blaze rods, which is required to make blaze powder, which is required to make eyes of ender, which is required to get to the end, which is required to beat this game. So you need blaze rods to beat this game, and they're here.
So finding this, even though they can't make the rods right now, it's still good to know that where this is at.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, for what they can do right now, it's definitely worth fighting blazes if you can, and tridents, even though they don't have stone tools available. Did you not take that saddle? Interesting. Always in Trouble didn't take the saddle in the chest. I'm not sure if they've gotten one otherwise.
I believe it was in one of the advancements that they could get. I don't remember which one it was though. But yeah, the trident, yeah, it's a very, very solid weapon. We aren't able to use a stone axe. It does the same amount of damage with there being less of a cooldown. It's got pretty decent durability.
I learned after our second match that it could be used as a melee weapon.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I think it was actually after the first match me and like Noob commentated. I was like, I didn't know that could be used as a melee weapon.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid weapon. Like I see a common strategy that people will do is if they need like a good consistent damage weapon, a trident is pretty good for that.
Does Berserker have enough obsidian to finish this portal?
Yeah, yeah, I'm curious on that too, because he's attempting to break this. He's breaking this crying obsidian right here.
There is
So
absolutely no payoff for breaking this crying obsidian this specific way unless he's intending on completing this, because you can't harvest crying obsidian unless you have a diamond pickaxe. So the only reason to do this is to get it out of the way.
yeah,
So you see, always in trouble is creating kind of an awning for the blazes, because blazes do not spawn in sunlight.
yes. Oh, looks
So
like
you need
they did have
to
enough
show
obsidian. All
that.
right, because Kono just lit the portal. All right, yeah.
Yeah, that'll work. It looks like they're gonna make this home base
Like
for a little bit.
like Netherrack is a pretty huge. There's only so many advancements that you can do without going into the Nether, and on top of that, there's 2 structures there that could potentially give you some more advancements. Yeah.
And then, not to mention as well, there's 2 advancements you get just from entering the Nether, just from showing up.
Yep. Yep, right there. We need to go deeper in Nether. Okay, Kono also making a bookshelf. Probably gonna make a does he have enough obsidian? I don't know if he has enough obsidian left to get an enchanting table though. I can't really tell if there's some in the chest. But the nether spawn looks like we're in a crimson forest.
And there's hoglins here. Hoglins are terrible.
Yes, they are. Is that the structure compass for the village? Yeah. So it looks like the villages are in the nether.
And the pillager outpost is in the end, which is preferable because the pillager outpost is terrible. Unless
Okay.
the pillager outpost is guarding something important, in which case, well, it can't be in the end then, right? It
Well,
can't be brewing.
yeah, that yeah. Can't have brewing on our poultry outpost. But yeah, it also means that our end cities are in the nether as well, which is a
Yes, the end
very strong
city,
structure to find.
it's by far the best structure,
Yep.
for many reasons. One, it's designed for you to enter after you've completed the game. So you can get things like enchanted diamond tools there. You can get things like enchanted diamond armor. As well, there's an achievement for collecting the elytra in the end ship if your end city happens to spawn an end ship, that is.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an achievement for simply entering the end city. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else you can specifically get from the end. Well, there's another achievement as well, but it's classified as hard, where you travel 50 blocks while under the influence of the Shulker's magic.
No, that's actually not classified as hard in the EP randomizer. It
Really?
isn't. Yeah, it is in logic.
I,
In the normal advancements, as soon as you get access to the end city.
Yeah, but I mean, I
If it,
feel like that was changed, like when I came around, because I was like, why is this not in hard? Because I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a hard achievement, but if it's not in logic, then I'm impressed. I've never come across it because I've never had
yeah,
to do it.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty rare to really have to do it because 'cause I believe the logic not only does it expect the in-city structure compass uh and the dimension that the in-city is in, as well as at least 1 pack of ender pearls because they uh intend you on ender pearling to a lower distance. As like 50, because it's dependent on because that advancement is based on like however like the distance like jeez, what am I trying to say? The change in the elevation between where you were first hit by the shulker and where you're at now. So you can use the ender pearl to just travel about like 50 or so blocks under, and then they'll actually give you the advancement. Hope I worded that correctly. Couldn't think for a bit. But yeah, no. I don't know if I've ever had to do that for brewing though, per se. Alright, Kono in the village right now. Getting some hay bales, probably looking to trade with the village in a bit. Probably also looking to take some of those bed. Oh, okay, looks like they actually already got a bed, or at least Berserker got one. Cause
Progressive
spawn in
tools
here.
is great. That's diamond tools for them, and we already know they have a ton of diamonds.
Yes.
So now they can actually gather that crying obsidian. Kono is in a building with, or he was in a building with libraries and like bookshelves. If you happen to have something with Silk Touch, you can very easily get the achievement for librarian that way. And he also just found a chest with a compass in it. So if he finds a lodestone, that's another achievement.
Yep. In regards to the bookshelf, I believe they already made bookshelves out there, so at least they won't need to deal with that. I believe they will still need to get an enchanting table, but with the diamond pickaxe, they'll be able to get some obsidian to do that. I haven't seen if they traded yet.
With the piglins, I don't think they have either.
No, the villagers.
Oh, the villagers, yeah. Yeah, I haven't really seen it myself.
Oh, I do see an end city in view though on Kona's side. Looks like Kona's tossing some emeralds to Berserker, leaving the or not. Okay, they're deciding on who to do the trading. I guess Kono is gonna be the one doing the trading, and Berserker is going to the end city. Don't see too much of the end city just yet. We are in a room with a chest though. Yeah, Berserker are gonna use these shelters to their advantage to levitate all the way to the top to get to those chests. So pretty smart, but you have to be careful about taking too many hits because those shelter bullets hurt when you don't have much armor.
Yeah, avoiding shulker bullets while still reaping the benefits of them levitating you is a science.
It's
something.
Yeah, it is.
Efficiency shovels, nice. Later on when they're trying to find the stronghold, I guess, trying to get down. I guess they have an efficiency pickaxe too. Yeah, I don't think this
Yeah, I
It's gonna
don't.
have a ship.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any signs of ship anymore.
I don't know what his Y level is because he doesn't have his F3 up, but potentially he could be close to bedrock, and at that point, if you haven't seen a ship, GG's.
One of the interesting parts about an incident and another is that depending on how it's generated, sometimes it does allow you to go like past the bedrock ceiling. And...
Right, I believe that we've seen that in this tournament so far. I think this is another room that can contain chests for Berserker.
This one, no, no, not particularly. Oh wait, there's a ship here. That structure right there, that little bridge thing that's a sign that there is a ship in this direction. So Berserker is digging in this direction to.
Oh, like the little hole. Okay.
Yeah, the little hole thing. Yeah. That one.
Oh, it's gotta be completely like buried.
Yeah, that's the one problem.
Well,
He's gonna have to.
Does it have to be at a higher level than what you just looked at, or can it be?
Nope, it's at the same. Nope, it's at the same level. About of it is at the same level of it.
That's massive, actually.
Yeah, very nice. So
he's got a lot of obsidian here he can mine if he wants to maybe do. I don't remember exactly what the achievement's called. There's an achievement for traveling 800 blocks in the Nether and then coming out of another Nether portal.
Yep, that's subspace bubble.
Yes. That's typically another one of the achievements people don't normally do, but now that you have Elytra, you can definitely do that pretty easily because Elytra is fast.
Yeah. And because they were by a desert, they could hunt out at night, find some creepers, raid some desert temples for some gunpowder, and get some paper, some firework rockets.
So at this point, Always in Trouble and Snapcake have recovered a little bit since the beginning. They still are trailing quite a bit in achievements, and they have not been to the Nether, while Berserker and Kona Tyrant have. Oh, they did What a Deal in local brewery as well. That's one of the. So yeah, we were talking about how the End City is really great for many reasons, and we didn't even mention the fact that there's just a brewing stand sitting in the end ship.
Yep.
And the only requirement for getting local brewing is simply to take something out of a brewing stand.
Yep. And wouldn't you know it, there are 2 healing potions in the brewing stand, so you could just take one and just get the advancement. And you can even just take them for yourself, because I mean, they're nice to have if you don't have food, if you're low on food.
Which happens more often than you may want it to.
And I guess if you also just need a bottle for whatever reason, then you can just keep the bottle. You can just take it for the bottle without
Brewing's locked
having to.
behind B achievements.
Oh dear, that'd be
um,
awful.
but yeah, the alternative strategy for local brewing, at least in my experience, is just to make a brewing stand or get a brewing stand, and then get a water bottle and just put it in and then take it out.
Iron Golem was not having a berserker.
Now, I feel like using Elytra is kind of a personal preference thing. Some people don't like the way it controls, the way it messes with their regular running controls and swimming controls and stuff like that. I think I usually when I have Elytra, it's equipped the entire game.
Yeah, it's very powerful. One thing I do to sort of help me fly with it is I usually just go in F5 mode while I'm flying.
And that's the mode that switches your camera.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just have it so that the camera's behind me, so I could get a better view of everything while I'm flying.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, there's that you can use to mitigate any mistakes. But a big problem with Elytra is that the way it works, the way its durability works, is you have a set flying time of I believe 7 minutes and 54 seconds at max.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, if you use Elytra and land in the water while still using it still considers you flying, or at least that's what your animation looks like.
Yes, that's correct.
So I believe that still eats away at your fly time.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about.
Especially if you were to fly and fall into the middle of a large ocean like this with no land in sight to reset that.
At the same time, that does also mean that if you have firework rockets, you can just rocket out of there.
Oh yeah, true, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, firework rockets are something we found out about after our match with you guys, actually.
Oh, really?
I think we saw you, or I think it was Ichwu had firework rockets in his hand or something. I was asking why. I didn't know why, and then you told me that you can propel yourself with the elytra with that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's the big thing that makes the Elytra good is the firework rockets. Because on its own, the Elytra just allows you to glide in, saves you some from fall damage. Can be
Yeah,
okay.
what I would have otherwise done is I usually just build up with blocks I'm not going to use, and so I can get a good bit of speed.
Right. Right.
Roll a
Building
string
blocks
down.
does take a little time, but I guess you do have to consider the time to create like a little.
Oh, that's a
Block.
really late parrot in the bats.
Oh yeah. Hmm. No sign of her brewing it, and technically, we still don't have logical nether access.
Yeah,
Because those diamond tools were gotten from the bed, which we got a bed. We didn't get the bed recipe. We got those beds from the village in the nether.
I don't know where. Well, wasn't one of them in the Nether, and the other one was on in the Overworld, and that person in the Overworld had a bed. I'm not sure where that
Uh,
came from.
the bed was from the village. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Unless they got the bed recipe and I didn't see it, but I don't
No, it's
believe
not
they
on their
had the bed recipe.
trackers.
Yeah. Trackers might be a bit behind though because Versari definitely has diamond tools, and I believe they also have resource crafting too. I think they got
Okay, so
from.
Berserker has just found the fortress. that Kona Tyrant and him have not found yet prior. It's hard to I was kind of looking at it like, why did they just get this achievement? They've had it for a while, but no, that was team. I don't know what I'm doing. They're the ones that have had that achievement for a little bit. Now you see Berserker making that same awning for the blazes to be able to spawn.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it looks like the trackers are frozen. Okay. So, so it looks like Team Warsari actually does have the bed recipe, but I don't know where that was from. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, he got one to spawn. Oh, he also has a bow and arrow. That's Bucket.
Wow. Wow. Take aim. Do we even have archery?
I don't know. He has a bow and arrow though. Maybe he got it from a trade in the Nether. I'm pretty sure there's somebody that will trade you a bow.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe we saw them. We saw one of them trading with a Fletcher to get a bow.
Yeah, I mean the Fletcher trade as well as the Fisherman trade are probably the most coveted of the villager trades because
Speaking of
the
fishing.
Fisherman can give them a bucket.
Yeah. And speaking of fishing, got a fishing rod from Hot Stuff.
Yep, and then there's also tactical fishing they can do with the bucket.
Indeed.
Then there's also the lie they can do with the bucket. So there's a lot of achievements behind bucket. Yeah, Berserker was getting no rods there. It's fortunate. I guess he's gonna save it for later. I don't understand why he left, to be quite honest. Maybe he wants to do other things and wait for it to become night, so the more will spawn. Yeah, he can now mine this crying obsidian if he hasn't already. Because having crying obsidian is an achievement that I don't think they have yet. Okay, so we see Kona Tyrant actually mining glowstone and getting some glowstone dust. The only purpose I know of for this is to build a respawn anchor.
Yep.
The respawn anchor is basically a nether bed. It takes 6 crying obsidian, 3 glowstone to craft, and then 5 additional glowstone blocks to fully charge for the achievement. That's another thing that can be made a little bit quicker with Silk Touch, especially if you don't have progressive resource crafting too. Like these guys actually do not. According to their trackers, they do not. They may actually have it.
Yeah. It looks like the trackers are actually behind because I have their links up
Okay,
right
so
now.
their brewing is behind tactical fishing. So all they need to do is just make a bucket and catch a fish. They've just hinted brewing. So they're essentially, well, they need more pearls. I just noticed they've only had 1 pearl drop. That's not good. I mean, I don't agree with using your brewing hint if you haven't done the bucket achievements yet after you just got bucket, because like there's a logical process you can still follow there, you know, before you go, all right, I give up, you know, tell me what it is. Because if they had just done tactical fishing, like, you know, what is normally just considered what you do, they could have used that hint on more ender pearls.
I don't agree with doing the hint for brewing without doing some pretty fast advancements like that. If you've done like all the quick advances that you could do, then yeah, sure. But you know what that hint could have been used for? It could have been used for ender pearls.
Yeah, because now, I mean, unless they just coincidentally get some drops from achievements, they'll have to go defeat Endermen or trade with piglins, and that's not very ideal. All right, looks like Berserker's finally gotten a blaze rod. that may have been 5 blazes he killed without getting a single rod. Is he gonna make I don't know what he's gonna do. He's not turning that blaze rod into blaze powder yet. Oh, wait. Oh, he just attacked a zombie pigman. Berserker made a mistake.
Oh, yep, all those zombified pigments are gonna be mad at him.
Yeah, I don't think they ever de-aggro, if I'm not mistaken.
They do if you're able to break a line of sight from them, but for like a long while. But I guess he also could just die, honestly, and then that will reset
Mhm.
it.
So, if you're new here and just got here, this is a Minecraft randomizer developed by Archipelago. The goal of it is to obtain 45 advancements and defeat the Ender Dragon at the end. There's a lot of um, there's a quirk to it where common things like the ability to craft higher grade weapons are locked behind these advancements, and yeah, they didn't de-aggro from him. He broke sight. I'm pretty sure they do not de-aggro unless you die. That's crazy. But
Yeah,
yeah, as I was saying, this randomizer basically takes away your ability to make things and gives it to you slowly as you unlock, as you complete advancements.
yep.
Fishy business. Okay.
All right.
So when you're going to the end, you want at minimum 41 achievements because at that point you can get one achievement from finding the stronghold, two advancements from entering the Nether, and then one more advancement from remote getaway.
Indeed, yeah, and especially since we know that the pillager edifices in the end, they're really not gonna want to get their advances from that because they're kind of a pain to find in the end. I find.
And they are making the enchanting table, but I think they have it
Oh,
wrong.
Zerka trying to remember the enchanting table.
Oh yeah, you meant to put book on top, two diamonds on the side. Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair.
I sometimes forget enchant recipes, but that's what the recipe
Yeah,
book is
the
for.
book is probably the greatest thing Minecraft's ever added, in my
Yeah, it
opinion.
has. And because before you'd had to like just go to like the wiki every time you forget.
Hmm. So, one thing that they may still be able to do, I'm not sure what they have in terms of their weapons, but typically weapons that come from end cities or ruined portals or anything like that, they can be enchanted with enchantments that give them more proficiency against a specific enemy class. So if it's like Bane of Arthropods 5 or something, if you get a critical hit with that, that's very capable of getting Overkill, the Overkill achievement, which is another thing they can do. So it's always good just to make sure you're not missing anything that's possible, just to route yourself the fastest you can.
Uh, Looking at the tracker, yeah, they still only have stone weapons.
I mean, I'm not sure the trackers are fully up to date.
Well, I'm looking at an up to date tracker right now.
Oh,
Well, not.
okay.
Yeah, I sent you some. You can see what they have. Looks like we're sorry actually has 2 packs of ender pearls. From the looks of things. So yeah, that'll be 12 between the both of them because whenever the server sends you an item, it sends it to all the players that are connected to the server.
So even though the Ender Pearl trade or the Ender Pearl reward is only 3 Ender Pearls, it's essentially 6, and
Yep.
it's in your best interest to share. So, always in trouble is defeating skeletons, and it seems like he's trying to get a bow, which would make sense because they don't have archery unlocked. But they do have shield unlocked, and it looks like Snapkick's actually made a shield. I'm not sure if he's done not today. Thank you though.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Actually, I didn't see if they've done that.
Okay, they have done that.
Yep, they have. I see it right now. I wonder what the shield was, because we're sorry definitely doesn't have that.
Let me just compare and contrast. There's probably like very, very few things that this top team has done that the bottom team hasn't, just because of what
Mm,
they've had access to.
Probably the one thing that I can think of is maybe it was from a wither skull. Maybe it was from getting a wither skeleton skull. Because I don't recall if I've seen Versari get a skull. So,
Oh, so one thing is that Team Where Sorry has not done Best Friends Forever,
oh yeah.
which is the act of taming an animal. You can do it with horses or any kind of livestock, or not really livestock, but horses, donkeys, alpacas, or anything like that, just by right clicking them with an open hand and just being persistent until they say yes.
Yep.
um, or a wolf with a bone, or a cat with a raw fish, I believe.
Speaking of animals, looks like we see Kono setting up for when pigs fly. He's digging a hole deep enough so that he can ride the pig, hit it off, and as it's falling, ride and take fall damage on it. Just get 16 ore, iron ore, but it's an
It
advancement.
is, yeah, it's an advancement. This advancement is it's the hardest thing in the game for me. Like I know how to fight blazes, I know how to fight shulkers, I know how to fight wither skulls, I know how to kill the dragon with beds. I cannot do this achievement with the pig. It's impossible. It's just it runs around randomly and it stops at very random intervals, so you can't really trap it in that well. It's a nightmare.
Yeah. One of the things we did see is that we saw Kono using that shovel to just dig it into a hole to trap it in there, and then dig the hole, then dig deeper to set it up. So pretty nice. All right, Berserker is in the Nether Fortress. I don't know how many blaze rods he has. Looks like 3? 4? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Looks like 5. It's hard to see that number, but yeah, I think that's 5.
So another achievement that bottom team where sorry does not have is spooky scary skeleton. They have
Yeah.
not collected a wither skull yet, so at this point it's one of those two things that's holding them back from Shield. But Shield's not that necessary. Like I said before, it only gives you one extra achievement.
Yeah,
But
and from the looks
speaking
of
of it, I was gonna say speaking of advancements, they are good to go as long as they can
yeah.
get pearls.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, just the advancement count.
And in the end, well, I mean, I was gonna say in the end, there's a lot of Endermen, but they need the Ender pearls to get to the end. So never mind.
Yeah. They're in a desert. Endermen have a pretty good chance of spawning there at night. Uh, it's day. It's currently daytime. That's a long time to wait.
Well, actually, looking at the updated tracker, Team Warsari actually does have 12 pearls among them as long as they haven't used any yet. Because
Yeah.
they did get 2 drops, so as long as they don't have any broken eyes, they shouldn't have any trouble getting into the
Yeah.
end.
So I think what's best for them is that yeah, if the advancements they have, I think they should work on getting to the stronghold, which yeah, looks like yeah, that's what Berserker was doing. It looks like he has enough blaze rods.
Okay, so I understand the tactility and usefulness of making this large chest, but I feel like it's a little slow because you're kind of setting up a home, and this is where you always have to come back to if you need anything. But they don't need like the majority of things in this chest, and this is just time they could spend like triangulating or walking towards the stronghold.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like you're kind of I don't know. You're just setting yourself up to just kind of squat on this spot for a little bit. And it's not.
I did throw an eye.
He doesn't have his F3 up, so I don't think he's doing triangulation. Oh, never mind. Yes, he does. Did he open the F3 after the eye dropped?
I think so. So yeah, no, I don't think he's triangulating.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you get any info that way. Okay, they have 3 furnaces set up just to cook food, and gold. Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks like
'cause
the gold has been, or the food's been really scarce in this. Oh, never mind. They have what do they have food in the 40s? What are they cooking food for?
yeah. And even if they and even if they were in need of food, I mean, they could just go to the village in the Nether, just get some hay bales there, and then it'll be set. But with the amount of food that they have, they don't really need to do that.
Like for so here's where I'm kind of at with what they're doing right now.
Hmm.
In a playthrough where you're just trying to get to the end and complete it as safely as possible, that's great. But in a race format, these are corners you have to cut to guarantee that you win. Because in a randomizer tournament match, you're not allowed to watch the stream of the other players. So you have no idea where they are. They could be in the end right now, like shooting the dragon, and you have no idea. So you need to be, moving forward at all times. I think.
Yeah, I would imagine each team just feels behind because of that, because they simply don't know where their opponent is not. So you have to like they're gonna have to make the best decisions that they can,
I mean, it's not necessarily
wise.
worth worrying about. You shouldn't get all riled up over. Oh my gosh, I
No,
have
no,
no idea where they are. But like, it's important to keep in mind. Just
yeah,
as
no,
a motivator for yourself.
yeah, no. I think that's what I was trying to get at. All right, okay, so Berserker through another eye. Okay, luckily that one doesn't break. Just has to get on top of this tree or break the leaves. There you go, nice.
Yeah, triangulation. It's not easy, and I believe for this event, calculators are banned.
Yeah,
So it would
yes,
have
that's
to be
correct.
done completely by hand. And I've been told by my partner in this event that involves trigonometry, so I'm gonna respectfully decline to do any of this. Me and trigonometry do not get along. So it looks like it's interesting because team I don't know what I'm doing also implementing the large chest back at spawn strat, and like I get it, I do, because like I said, like I've wasted many seconds, you know, fumbling over what I want to get rid of every time an item drops in front of me that I want when I have a full inventory. But I think total they have to have spent minutes managing with these chests over the couple of seconds it could take to decide what item you want to keep, what item you want to get rid of.
Yeah, no, typically if I was to make a chest, like I would use it for items I would actually want to keep. If I want to throw away an item, I just throw it away. Like there's no reason to keep it, there's no reason to put it in the chest. Okay, so that's where our other pack of ender pearls coming from, was from the crying obsidian.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a shame they didn't get much more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, just what I was saying earlier, like if what we were saying earlier, they uh they had just gotten tactical fishing, they wouldn't have needed to waste a hint point on brewing, and then they could have just used it on ender pearls. And
Mm. Yeah, like your hint absolutely should be a last resort. Like
mhm.
before you start anything time consuming, like before you go trying to look for a beehive, before you invest in something you have no investment in, like trying to find a lodestone, trying to find ancient debris, trying to a lot of things. You should definitely just get all the quick ones out of the way, and that's tactical fishing is by far one of the quickest achievements you can do.
Mhm. Maybe it might have been something they had just slipped their mind or something.
Yeah, I mean it seems to be working out. I don't think they've had a pearl break on them or an eye break on them yet.
Yeah, and I don't believe they've gotten any extra pearls from Enderman. Or not that I've seen, at least.
Not yet, but I'm sure it's coming. It's gonna be a 9 eye. I'm ready for it.
Imagine.
I don't even. I imagine the odds of like every eye being filled gets like exponentially lower than the previous one.
It gets so low. Like, jeez. Yeah, cause what is the chance of a portal, a portal being pre-filled with an eye? So like what, 10%, or is it lower than that?
So what I said at the beginning about the enchanted golden apple, you shouldn't eat it unless you're collecting blaze rods. I see that Snapkick has gone ahead and consumed it, but I don't know if they have all of their blaze rods yet.
I have no idea. I did see Always in Trouble was getting ender pearls earlier, or not ender pearls, blaze rods earlier, so maybe they have enough. Looks like Always in Trouble does have the diamond picks. They just been mining this ruin portal for obsidian. Probably
Hmm.
gonna
This
create a
is probably
portal.
their way into the nether, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I believe it is just a little bit too. Well, actually, no. I was gonna say a little bit too little, too late, but um, they have not wasted their hints on brewing yet. uh, what was bucket? Was it going into the nether or was it the end city?
Bucket. Hmm.
I know it had
Yeah.
something to do with the nether, because that's why we were saying that team I don't know what I'm doing can't do it.
Yeah. Hmm.
So
Yeah.
now, if they
I
get the
want
bucket,
to.
it'll be interesting to see how they play it differently than We're Sorry did.
I want to say it was either at the end city or it was at the What a Deal.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Both
Yeah.
of which shouldn't be too hard to find.
Hmm.
Structures in the nether are a little bit harder a little bit easier to see, just because they stand out more.
Yeah.
With the dreary redness, just seeing this bright purple and beige, of the end city, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Even just like the tip of it, if you see it through a wall, like it's very, very noticeable. Unless it's the nether structures, in which case they're like designed to blend in and look natural. But yeah, the nether structures are in the overworld today. Oh,
Yeah.
they found another rune portal. Team We're Sorry did. I'm not sure if there's anything they even want from that, because they've already done librarian, so there's no need for getting a silk touch weapon. Oh, in those rune portal chests, you can get like a Bane of Arthropods axe or a Smite axe to maybe get overkill with.
Yeah, that could be a nice consideration. But
Doesn't look
I'm
like
not
they're
sure.
interested.
Yeah, I'm not sure if advancements is what it's really on their mind because they can just
Well,
get them
not
in the end.
necessarily advancements, but the advancement for overkill could contain ender pearls.
That is true. That
And
is
it's a
very
quick one
true.
to just go ahead and do. And just going ahead and doing that, I believe overkill is faster than remote getaway. So
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah. Looks like
if they're willing to spend minutes managing a large chest at spawn, like I don't think opening a chest at a ruined portal for like 2 seconds is that detrimental.
I mean, honestly, that would have been a pretty good place to get it because there was a mine shaft right there too. And I think they were by a spawner from what I saw. But I did at least see a bunch of string, so that's a bunch of string like in like a row. So that's usually a sign that there's a spawner there.
Oh, like a monster spawner.
Yeah, yeah. And that one spawns cave spiders, but I mean,
Okay, so they've set their spawn here. I believe they've narrowed down where the portal is, or they believe they have. Or no, they're just putting down the bed. Oh, I guess these guys may not be betters, because
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
couple different ways to deal with the Ender Dragon. The way that's most common in Minecraft speedrunning is utilizing the raw explosive power of beds in the wrong dimension
Yeah.
to do massive damage to the Ender Dragon. But traditionally you can just kind of shoot him while he's in the air, and when he perches, just wail on him with swords, and it's actually not that slow. Um, because the reason they do it in Minecraft speedrunning is because they're not going to get diamond swords, they're not going to get diamond axes, like they're not going to be able to enchant these things.
Most importantly, they don't really go out of their way for bows either to shoot down the end crystals.
Right? Yeah, yeah, they don't have that ability.
So yeah,
Um,
generally you want a good way to deal with the dragon very fast that doesn't require you to go too out of your way for. The only thing you really need to go out of your way for is just to get beds. And usually in speedrunning, you'd want to find a village anyway. You can just get your beds there.
I believe the minimum beds you can deal with the Ender Dragon in is 4.
Yeah.
And then that's even without with the end crystals still supplying him a little bit.
But
But
yeah,
we
I
do
don't believe.
see always in trouble getting beds.
I wonder if he knows the veteran. I actually don't know if he does or not. But I actually don't think either of these
I
teams.
mean, there has to be a plan for it because they're getting a lot of beds.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because the thing with beds is that if you're not sure what you're doing with them, you don't really want to carry too many of them because they do clog up your inventory.
Yeah, they don't stack like other items.
Yeah.
He has
Although
10 beds in his inventory.
yeah, interesting.
I mean, I guess that is the advantage of the large chest at spawn is that you can, uh, you know, take liberties with your inventory to hold these slot wasting items.
I guess for a casual AP randomizer, I mean that would be a pretty good strategy. Obviously, this is not meant to be casual. This format right now is not meant to be
No, yeah,
casual.
like I was saying, I completely endorse the large
Yeah.
chest at spawn thing because like I even said to like I'm like I might just make a chest and spawn just to dump some things in because like I'm wasting seconds like just managing my inventory every time I open it up and want a new item. That
Hmm.
like putting some things that I want to hold on to for maybe future achievements. Like for example, we were talking about the lie earlier. That involves
Yes.
baking a cake, which involves you having wheat and an egg and 3 buckets of milk. um, I'll just carry that egg for the whole game, and I won't want to get rid of it. But if you have a chest at your spawn point, then you can just put the egg in there, and it's not clogging up your inventory space, but you still
Hmm.
have it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
That's
probably the utilization we'd do.
yeah. That's a strat I do like doing as well. Usually just storing stuff that I usually store the stuff that I plan to use
Right,
later.
right. It seems like at least for these two teams, it's become more of a like a junk drawer. But I mean, whatever lets you put 10 beds in your
It
inventory.
if it works for them.
So
Uh,
speaking of these teams, team I don't know what I'm doing has found an end city. I don't know if it's the same end city. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same one because it looks like it's in a Soul Sand Valley with a village as well. That's definitely not the same one that Team Versari found. Uh yeah, and they definitely built their portal in a different place than Versari did.
Snapkick is looking a little lost in this end city. He's like, what? It's supposed to go up, but it's not going up. Because part of one of the consequences of structure randomization is that things can spawn like inside of foliage or blocks or anything like that. So it is a little awkward like this.
uh,
Like there's
yeah,
netherrack and glowstone in the middle of this thing, and he's looking for presumably a chest. I reckon he's looking for.
yeah. I'm not sure. You want to look on the other side, but yeah. One of the more harsh consequences of this is that it could even it can even interfere with the generation of the elytra, so that the item frame uh isn't like it's not there, and the elytra is just on the ground. And as soon as that chunk is loaded, you have 5 minutes to get there. So you could just get there, and the elytra could just be gone, and you'll feel sad. This totally hasn't happened to people before or an
Nah,
event.
never. Oh, that's an end ship though.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like. Wait, no, that's not an end ship.
Oh,
No,
wait, no.
it looked like it looked like the
I
curvature of it.
thought I thought it looked like it too. Yeah.
I mean, you have to kind of like play tricks on yourself to see these things because, like we just said, they're very warped and distorted.
Yeah. There.
So you kind of have to think warped and distorted when looking for these things. Now, this might be one that has. No, this is not a place that has chests in it. This is one of those really shallow rooms.
Yeah.
I'm not really an expert on end city generation, but you can definitely see patterns. Like if an end city has a very little amount of rooms, and a lot of them look like the ones that Snapkick was just in, the chances of a ship are very low. I believe, as you mentioned earlier, the only way to guarantee a ship is to have one of those walkways that leads to like a ring.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause I guess the intended way to get there is to float with the shulkers.
Yeah. That or like just build over there until there's no shulkers nearby. You can just build over there and then get attacked by the shulkers on the way there.
So the worst thing you can do when you're fighting the shulkers is panic.
Yeah. Yes.
Because it's like the more you struggle, it's like a spider's web. The more you struggle, the worse it gets.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing with the shulkers is that you can also just stop their projectiles by just swiping at them.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lesser known thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely. I think it's
Uh,
fun. I loved
uh
doing end cities.
looks like Berserker and Kodo may have found the location of the structure. Because
Yeah, they're
Berserker's digging
they're
a hole.
digging
Looks like.
confidently.
Yeah.
It looks like
Um.
Berserker was checking his Y just to make sure he didn't go past it or go past where he would normally generate from.
Yeah.
So, the good thing about ending up in a cave like this is that, um, you're no longer restricted to just the X and Y that you were already in. Um, he can now look around and go down to see if he can see. Oh, there it is, right there.
It's right there.
These blocks. These are indicators of a stronghold.
Yes. So yeah, they've located the stronghold. And they're going to find the portal room to get in.
So finishing that thought, it's a lot easier to find those blocks and see them in a cave where you can look around and see hundreds of blocks at once, or maybe not hundreds, but dozens of blocks at once. Whereas in your little 2x2 digging field, you're only restricted to like the 6 or 7 blocks you can see around you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like Conan Tyrant still has mining fatigue.
Oh, looks like they had passed by an ocean temple when I wasn't looking.
Yeah, I don't know. Like these two teams, man, they've been swimming way too close to the temples, to the ocean temples. Yeah. I see. Yeah, this is the middle room that Kono is in. He's established that. I think. Actually, I'm not sure because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to have more rooms in this, right? Or more directions to go.
Oh, I'll be unfortunately pushing Berserker into that lava, but they'll be fine.
Yeah, he's taking no damage from that lava, which is good.
Yeah, helps to have all that armor on is really helping them out.
Now, I wasn't watching close enough to know if they had any eyes break.
Oh, well, there's the portal. Well, there's the portal room right there. And I haven't seen if any eyes have broken.
Man, I didn't get a good look at how many eyes were already in the portal.
I don't think. Yeah,
It looked like none out of the corner of my eye, but yeah, they're not showing us.
Oh, sorry.
0. Yeah.
They need all 12. They have all 12 though.
No, they don't. They're missing
Doesn't
one.
look like it to me. Yeah.
So Enderman can spawn in strongholds. And also there's some chests in the stronghold that can contain ender pearls. But yeah, this is they may make another nether portal.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Wait, okay, no, they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. They still have the diamond pick, so they're fine. Oh, now it's pitch dark though.
Yeah. They're actually making a torch.
I mean, hey, if they're building the portal,
why is it not letting him make sticks? What's going on?
Yeah, it's interesting.
EU server, hello.
All right, so yeah, but yeah, no, I definitely agree with this. Building a portal right here, you already know, you're right by the stronghold. You know, chances of you finding a warp forest. I mean,
Why is the end
giving
city in the nether? This randomizer features randomized structural locations, so any of the structures can appear anywhere except for the nether fortress appearing in the end.
that is correct. And on top of structures being shuffled, even structures that aren't shuffled, like ocean monuments and shipwrecks, the randomizer also has increased the chance of structures generating. So
Yeah,
typically you'll
unfortunately, that results in the ocean temples being literally everywhere.
yeah, and they can even end up in right by strongholds. I've had that happen a couple times before. It's not fun.
So what they want to see here in their Nether adventure is a warped forest. That is the Nether home of Enderman, pretty much.
Yeah,
But it doesn't look like there's anything like right
yeah,
nearby.
there's
There's a
none near.
basalt biome, I think. No,
Yeah,
what
no,
is
there's
that?
none
Is that just gravel?
nearby. Yeah, no, there's no ward forest nearby from what I can see. See, a pretty rough spawn.
Now this does kind of open up the door for well, yeah, it kind of opens up the door a little bit for team. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't believe they haven't had the ability to use their hint yet. That's coming up soon for them actually.
Now, I wonder if I was oh, okay, looks like they're bridging over to that. Oh, so if I was oh, sorry, if they still had that elytra, if they had the ability to make some rockets, I would just fly in another, try and find a workhorse that way. It's that
Yeah,
much faster.
not even necessarily using the rockets. Like I said, you can just build up and then get a little bit of momentum going. You can easily clear this gap a lot faster than they're doing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I often see the elytra very underutilized, and I think it's probably one of the greatest equips you can have.
I definitely prefer having the rockets for another because like
Oh yeah,
uh,
it's definitely preferred.
yeah, because that way if you see something, that way if you see that you're not gonna you're looking that you're flying into something bad, you could just readjust your flight at
Just
any
ender
time.
pearl over their forehead.
I guess if they also, I guess what they also could do, I suppose, if they're really desperate, they could try and trade with piglins for ones. But because this is 116.5, chances of them getting ender pearls isn't really all that high. And I don't think they have much gold with them anyway. Actually, Berserker has a bit of gold on him. Looks like.
So yeah, this is the greatest part about having an efficiency pickaxe is just you can just shred through this
Yep.
netherrack like it's nothing. Oh no, that's gravel.
What? Wow, I didn't actually know that gravel did that on Soul Sand. That's
Yeah. Yeah,
interesting.
because I think I heard something about soul sand not actually having like the height of a full block. So if there's lava next to it, it kind of acts like it's underneath the lava. I think.
Hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I've
Soul
never.
sand has really weird properties. There's a piglin right there. Trap
Right.
that man in a hole, and give him all of your gold. He is your
Yeah.
ticket to salvation.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would definitely. Yeah, I would definitely trap him in. Make sure you, because after he picks up a gold, he's just wandering around. You could just trap him, and
Is that a baby villager? It's adorable.
yeah.
Maybe I think Kono Tyrant should be trying to look for more
Yeah,
piglins
yeah,
lurking
I
out
agree
here.
with that. Because right now trading with one piglin is just really slow, as you can see. Oh wait. Also, I see. This could end badly. Yeah, I saw that happening. The Iron Golem does not like the piglins at
The
all.
zombie piglins or the regular piglins?
Both. Because he just killed the piglin that Berserker was trading with. That is unfortunate.
Yeah. I think I saw another piglin, but yeah, they're very
Yeah.
sparse
Yep.
out here.
Yep. Kono found two right now, and
That's
much
three.
for oh three. Oh three. Yeah. You can see. Well, and this is also a good position for them. Much further away from the Iron Golem.
Yeah, this is just so much faster than trading with one because they're all
Yeah.
individually processing. But they're not getting any pearls.
Yeah. I should convince Kono to restore the drop rates from 1.16.1.
Yeah, like I understand the point of using 1.16.5, like it has more advancements, I presume, and just it has the Pickle and Brutes, so the Bastions aren't free. But yeah, the drop rates for pearls are ridiculous.
Well, even then, like you wouldn't even have to change the version. Just change like you can just change like the loot table for it. I guess for casual, I guess for a casual playthrough, it usually people won't.
Yeah, the
mind,
trackers
but...
aren't updating Edgewoo. We do have their live trackers on our screens, but yeah, we're unable to fix it on the stream layout, unfortunately.
Yeah. We apologize for the outdated tracker.
So I guess I could read off what each team has actually. Team I don't know what I'm doing has diamond tools, stone weapons, iron armor, progressive resource crafting 2 sets of pearls, shield, bed, flint and steel, and enchanter. And then Team We're Sorry has diamond tools, stone weapons, iron armor, progressive resource crafting 2, brewing, 2 drops of pearls, bucket.
Oh, I think yeah, I think they got some pearls from a trade because I just saw them death warping. Yeah. Kono has pearls in his inventory, so yeah, looks like how many is that? 5? Yeah, and I think they put 7 in before, so yeah, that should be enough eyes for the portal.
Yep.
So Kono and Berserker will be heading into the end shortly.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know what they're waiting for. Like after they died, it took them so long to get their eyes together. Oh, I guess yeah, they have enough for now. Okay, cool. Yeah, it seems like they're spending a lot of time doing inventory management, which is perfectly fine if you want to make sure you're safe. But like once again, this is a race. You should try to cut corners as much as possible, just for the sake of getting a faster time.
All right, so the dragon hasn't spawned yet, but once one of them gets a remote getaway, then yeah, then they'll get them the last advancement that they need to spawn the dragon and then kill the dragon. So yeah, for those who are new to coming here, the goal of this the Minecraft randomizer is to kill the dragon. However, the dragon even if you get to the end, the dragon will not spawn until you get the required number of advancements. In this case, 45. Yeah, it looks.
So I guess they're doing remote getaway.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they're not doing anything. I guess they want to take out the crystals before the dragon spawns. Which, yeah, there's some merit to that, because while you're up here, or while you're even down there, trying to shoot these crystals down, the dragon can, 1, knock you off with whatever building blocks you're using to get up. And then 2, he can just shoot magic at you, and it's like a 3-hit kill or something.
Yeah, and they totally allow you to.
What are the advancement numbers? Team I don't know what I'm doing has 34, and We're Sorry has 44.
Correct. Yeah, once We're Sorry just gets this last advancement. After they take up
the last advancement they'll need is remote getaway.
Yeah, which I imagine they'll do like right now. Yeah, I see Kono is gonna be setting up for it.
Yeah, Berserker really likes looking at enemy, it seems. Maybe just trying to rid the battlefield of distractions before the big fight.
Yeah, so the main thing that put IDK I don't know what I'm doing behind is that We're Sorry accessed another a bit sooner than they did out of launch too, using the ruin portal to their advantage with the obsidian they had. So that made We're Sorry being able to get those advancements much quicker than they did put them ahead. Yeah, they're not too far in advancements now, but it's kind of too little too late right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing was at quite a bit of a deficit to begin with, because they practice. Why does this look so weird? On Always in Trouble screen, this on a rail, it's like off the tracks. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Had a little bit of trouble in the beginning because Always in Trouble went from fatigue from a guardian.
Yep.
And instead of dying or fixing it or using blocks to build to get out of a hole, he sat there mining a dirt block for what I believe was 5 minutes, and practically was unable to complete anything. So those 5 minutes were entirely Snapkick doing everything, which is not ideal in a co-op randomizer.
Yeah, losing 5 minutes is very crucial. Because essentially you're only having one person out there doing advancements for 5 minutes.
Like in a situation where one of you's in the Nether and one of you's in the overworld, and that other person has no way of getting into the Nether, and all the achievements are in the Nether, it's understandable. But like, he had a very easy way out that could have saved him 5 minutes by using his iron ore as a building block. But yeah, that may end up costing him here because.
Alright, see Berserker and Kono fighting the dragon. Dragon's about almost a fourth of its health left. Getting pretty weak. You're gonna want them to purge pretty soon, but they're getting some pretty nice bow shots.
Yeah, I can't tell if they have infinity or power on these bows. I wasn't watching them enchant them actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they've received the infinity book, and I actually don't even think they made an anvil anyway. So.
Well, they could have enchanted it with the enchanting table.
Well, I mean, don't you need like a very high? Don't you need like a decently high amount of bookshelves for that? I don't think you can get that. I don't think you can get that in a low level enchant.
Yeah, like so must be power.
Yeah, I think it's power. But yeah, the dragon is now down for We're Sorry. That means Berserker and Kono are gonna be done. Get your GGs in chat for Team We're Sorry. They're gonna take this. They're gonna win this match right now. And yep, there we go. They are done.
Okay, I am staring at this little feed on their screen. I want to see where these ender pearls were. Not last. Kono says in chat.
Yay! Alright, alright, we'll get them in for interview very, very shortly. And it's not going to always in trouble if forfeited in the race. So yeah, we'll be getting them in for the interview pretty shortly. But yeah, GG's to both teams. Yeah, definitely curious. All right,
Yep.
Alright, looks like we have a Berserker and Kono joining us in. GG's, congratulations.
Oh. We didn't lose all our matches.
We didn't lose them all. Yeah.
Hey!
Hi, Wags!
Hello.
So,
yes, we
Let's see. Let me message him. Maybe he didn't see it.
So I have a question for you. Always in trouble.
Yeah.
So the mining fatigue at the beginning.
That was fun.
You had so I believe you sat there for no less than 5 minutes trying to break that dirt block by hand.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Just die.
Oh, he said he didn't get the invite.
He didn't get the invite.
So there were iron ore blocks in the inventory you could have used to build your way out of there, but
how was I supposed to get out? Like, what was the intended method?
Well, I mean, the intended method is not to get too close to the ocean temple, but the other way is to use the. I think the iron ore would have been perfectly fine building blocks to get out because iron ore is very common throughout the world.
That's fair. I didn't want to use my iron, and I didn't have anything else on me at the time. But yeah, I guess that would have been fair.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not the diamonds. That's definitely not what you're gonna use.
Yeah, I was just sitting there holding the left mouse button and just like looking off and like, yeah, all right, this is cool.
Yeah, we kept dodging the ocean monuments because there's way too many of them out there, and
Oh my god,
can happen.
Yeah. That was a nasty amount of.
Thanks, Kono, for ramping up the spawn chats.
Oh, I do have a question for Berserker and
We need
Konotaran.
an invite for Snapkick though.
Yeah, we do.
We should be able to send him an invite on the commentator controls.
Well,
get it
we
down
got
the
that,
bottom.
but sometimes it doesn't go out to everyone for the
What
team
was
games.
the bucket at, by the way?
You can still send a manual invite through Discord.
and I beg of you.
Bucket was lob.
I don't
no,
have
it
the
was-
ability to.
No idea where the bucket is. Shall I
like
send
I
it
hate
for
it. There we go.
There we go. We
I
have
hate
Snap
that.
in here.
So,
I hate that.
Berserker and Konotaran, I have a question for you regarding your use of the hint.
Uh-huh.
So you decided to use the hint on brewing, but at that point, it was very clear you still had some really fast achievements they were able to do, namely tactical fishing, which did actually end up being where brewing was.
Yeah, we were actually about to do tactical fusion anyway, but we were basically done. We had everything we needed, so we figured might as well use it on
Right, but then later on in the run, ender pearls became a problem.
that. Yeah, that is true.
So that hint could have been. So if you had done
Subspace bubble. Oh, that was not happening. The lie we could have done.
You guys had Elytra. Subspace Bubble's not bad with Elytra.
and even okay, yeah, you said one of them was on the line. Yeah, you guys could have done that too. So, but either way.
Well, we didn't
either
get
way,
buckets till very end. As when we got buckets, that was pretty much our, oh, we're good. We have enough stuff to do all of our advancements now, and we didn't really think about doing the lie as,
So I
Yes,
missed.
we could've
Where was
used the
bucket?
pen.
Yeah,
Bucket was
because-
on take aim.
take
which
aim. That's
take.
Oh,
yeah.
I never,
Of
was
course
never able to
it
find a
was.
bow. Oh my god.
We even went out of our way to kill
Where
skeletons.
was archery? We don't even know.
We went out of our way to kill skeletons. We never got a bow.
Oh, archery is on the respawn. No, yeah, respawn anchor.
yeah, that's the respawn
Well,
anchor.
the scene is complete.
Oh
We
my
can find out where everything was.
Yeah.
In case anyone is wondering about that.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we traded for our bows. We found it for the village in the Nether, and we traded for a bunch of arrows and bows.
Who rolled the seed?
Hi.
Who rolled?
No, that was me.
Kippy? Oh, Kippy did.
Kippy.
Hi.
Kippy. I'm just gonna say, lock your doors tonight. Your life is in danger. I hate this seed. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. What? Someone explain to me what the jump scare is that comes from being near the water temples.
Oh,
if you
that's
get too
mining
close,
fatigue.
that is the Elder Guardian putting a curse on you for
Yep.
threatening their territory.
Okay, because I was nowhere near the temples. I was on an island. I had never seen those before, and I'm gonna tell you, I have a weak heart. That was not pleasant. Twice.
Yeah, if you're near
It's super
temple-
super uncomfortable. Like the sound it makes, and
Yeah.
the thing
It's
takes over your
painful.
screen.
It's like so creepy going down your screen too. Yeah.
Getting
Yeah, that
bombed
was
is,
not
really-
enjoyable, on top of having to just bow anywhere in any given direction for forever. Once you got past that early part, like me and
mean-
Trouble actually got going
I
somewhere.
mean, we were
So-
saying like you didn't need to sit there and mine the dirt block for 5 minutes. He could have dug himself out with iron ore and then come back to it later and gotten it back.
So
Me big
the
smart.
question for IDKWID, what did you guys do after the apparently 5-minute wait of whatever? Like, where did you boat to?
When?
Where?
We just kind of boated in random directions. He found a remnant and I found a fortress.
Yeah, I went, I believe, southeast and found a random bastion.
Yeah, they team.
if you
I
guys
don't
not-
know what I'm doing. Found the fortress before you guys did, long before.
I see.
It just took me a very long time to get enough blaze rods, but I mean,
Yeah, they only had.
I
wood.
wasn't
I think
worried
they
about
only
getting
had
all the blaze rods since we didn't have brewing.
I think they only
Yeah.
had wood weapons at that point, so it would have been very hard to
Yeah.
kill blazes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we had pretty much full iron and stone
I had the
weapons
bow at the
before
time.
leaving the iron.
I was
Before
hunting
leaving the
blazes with
starting
a bow.
island.
Yeah. We saw you utilizing the bow against this.
But I wish I had a bow.
Wish I had a bow.
The bow even had
Did you
power
guys-
1, so it was two-shotting the...
Yeah, I believe I saw you trying to kill skeletons to try to get a bow, and it's just that's not
Yeah.
a favorable drop at all, unfortunately.
It's not.
Yeah.
And anyone you do get would have almost no
I mean,
No,
all
it's
you
not.
need
All you
is
need is
to fire. You need to fire one shot.
Like,
They're-
Yeah.
that's
You
what
need
we
one
were worried about.
shot.
We're like, all right, I need a bow so we can get some more advancements because oh my god,
That
where
would've
is
given
everything?
you-
I knew it'd be
at
on the
least.
bow.
One of the things that we ended up just kind of happening for us is we really didn't split up that much. We got
found
the same
original
boat.
compass to a bastion,
Yeah.
and then
got
behind that we
bastion
found
compass.
another fortress.
Okay, can we just talk about how empty those bastions were?
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing in either of the bastions that either team found. Like, there was no piglins at all.
There was
Yeah.
plenty of piglins in mine, the one ours.
Oh,
There
maybe it
were-
was-
There were
there
a lot of. There were a lot
There
of
were
them.
piglins in ours, and the first time I got to it, one did an Assassin's Creed drop behind me and one shot me.
Yeah,
Second
that-
time,
yeah.
I just built my way up on top of it, and there was one. I managed to take a look in the chest before he rushed me. That was it.
Yeah, I believe I saw you were like dealing with a piglin and a creeper, and then all of a sudden, just a piglin brew, it's just the game comes out of nowhere and just deletes you.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not sure if we're behind schedule or not. But one thing I did notice from Team We're Sorry is you guys opted to do on a rail very, very early, I would say.
I just had all the stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. No, I mean, if you have the stuff, might as well.
Yeah, you found it all in a mine chest.
But I'm not sure if there were maybe some faster achievements to do in the moment. Like, I think you hadn't entered the Bastion at that point. Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
entering-
waiting for me to arrive so we can do it together.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
I mean,
That makes sense.
I went and
Okay,
took a
well, that
pee
was-
break
that
while
was
I
another
did on a
question.
rail.
And then we got the bed, and then we both bailed out of the bastion to set a spawn point.
Yeah, you guys both
Yeah.
utilized that that home base strategy with the large chest.
yeah.
I agree that it's a way you can mitigate having a constantly full inventory and having to constantly manage. But at the same time, I think total you guys spent probably minutes managing things in that chest. And
Yeah, Okay, I'm gonna put this entirely on treble. There was some random BS in there. I stopped and I very decidedly point out to him, what's this mossy stone half slab doing here? It's just one. What's it doing here, buddy?
I think you guys both had actually. I think Berserker and Conan Tyrant's chest was a little bit less crappy, but
Possibly.
it was still.
Yeah,
like,
I was just cleaning out my
there
inventory.
were several things in the chest that I'm looking at. I'm like, that can go on the floor.
Yeah, I am
Well,
obsessed
the thing
about
is,
just
if I put it on the
throwing
floor, I
things
keep picking it up.
Right? Yeah, you got to run far enough away.
Well, I mean, you could have used
Or
this
you can
as a
put it
trash can.
what you can do is you can put it on the floor and you can light up that block with flint and steel and that'll actually get rid of the item.
But that still takes time to put up the flint and steel and burn it.
Right, but the amount of time that's you were spent snooping in that chest, just trying to figure out what do you want in your inventory, what do you not want in your inventory, what do you want your inventory to look like right now, like that added up to a lot of time throughout the run, I think.
Yeah, but you have to think to do that.
Yeah, thinking's hard, man. I got you.
Well,
Speaking of
mention-
thinking, I didn't see either team triangulate, and I don't blame you. Triangulating's hard.
What's this about triangles?
Basically, you throw your original ender eye, and then you don't follow it. You instead go off in sort of
90-ish degree
half
angle.
left or half right for a while, and
Done
then
that
shoot
without
again.
brewing though.
And then you go for the intersection of the two.
Yeah, it would have been nice if we had brewing, huh?
It involves trigonometry or something like that.
I'm not paid enough for that.
Me neither. I make like Nate do all that when we play.
But you are getting paid for this.
Anyways,
Well, little he knows.
Speaking of paid, this match did determine which one of you gets $150 or $150 each in third place, and which one of you gets $150 each in fourth place. So
Woo!
Yeah.
Hooray!
Hey, We were not last.
As to who,
Not
yeah,
last, no.
It's about the honorary victory.
Honestly.
That's okay.
That's what counts.
This was a
I
pure honor
had
match.
fun in this tournament until this seed. This was a nightmare.
It didn't look fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, that nether was so bland and empty.
Yeah, this seed was pretty awful, and honestly, I think this is the most we've seen mining fatigue this tournament.
I didn't get it once.
I got it twice.
Yeah, I saw Kono got it.
First
a couple
time was
times.
kind of unavoidable. You really that shipwreck was too close.
Yeah, I was on a shipwreck when I got it in this one. That was the only time I've gotten it this tournament also.
Yeah, so
Yeah, mining
Ocean
fatigue,
monuments.
mining
When
fatigue
the
just
strongest
renders you so
opponent.
incapable of doing anything. Oh, is it 150 total? Okay, sorry, Idru. Sorry for letting everybody down. Your total payments are $75 each.
That's
Wow.
150 for the team.
Yeah, 150 for
Yeah,
the team.
I can't believe I've been gypped like this. What a shame.
We had to deduct a certain amount for every time you guys got mining fatigue. And for your team, always in trouble, we deducted a set amount of pennies for every second you spent mining that dirt block.
Okay, so it's from his money, right? Not from mine.
So we gotta go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this up very shortly.
All right.
So yeah, thank you for everyone for stopping by. Definitely hope everyone enjoyed seeing the Minecraft showcase. If you do want to play this yourself, you can generate you can go to the Archipelago website and their Discord to help you get into these, as well as some
Archipelago.gg.
Yeah, archipelago.gg.
And while this was run in 1.16.5, we do have a working 1.17 version that is up and running. So
yes.
All
right.
It is being updated.
GG.
Yeah, GG's. Thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting us.
GG.
And thank you to EG for helping, for putting in all the work you did.
GG to Idru.
Idru was the premier chat commentator of this match.
MVP.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Got him.
Oh my god.
Alright, we're gonna wrap this up. So, we will speak to you guys later, and tune in again for the next thing on SpeedGaming.
Bloodstained Rando Bingo.
Bloodstain, that's it. Okay.
All right.